Is there a sunroof on this thing? I mean, we're surrounded by... I was about to say failed Brandons, but I look at both of the Brandons in the car. Moon children. And they're trying to seemingly kill us, it seems.
Yeah, but if you won't play the Xbox, make sure you keep that blindfold on, because everything's okay.
We're just gonna get a quick round of war games out, kiddos. Don't worry.
Yeah, you guys stay near. We're gonna try and fix the car.
Yeah. I'm gonna open the sunroof.
Okay.
And I'm gonna poke out with my submachine gun and just see if I can find anything and aim at it.
Yeah, roll a. I think it's alertness.
Okay, that one I did get. I got a 19 out of 20.
Yeah, you see just kind of white eyes emerging from all sides of this vehicle. Just about 7 from each, all surrounding you. Just tiny 4-foot figures slowly moving in.
I'm gonna actually put my gun down, and I'm gonna yell. What was the name of the? I'm gonna try and reach into you guys and say, like, what was the name of the big one again? The name of her? The monster?
Karada.
Karada! I'm just gonna yell Karada.
Yeah, roll. Why don't you roll a persuasion check?
Yeah. 47 out of 20. So nope.
Nope.
All these failed rules.
They start sprint. You can push it if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep yelling.
Okay. Push it.
Karada!
I'll help him. I'm not gonna help.
Yeah, you can't help but a push.
That's even worse. It's a 62 out of 20.
No. So what happens is your failure is you keep screaming and you're just not really paying attention, and one of the Brandons just swipes at your throat. Makes it all the way to the car. Failed Brandons. Moon children. Yeah, that. No, actually, it doesn't hit. But he misses. He slips on the slick car and just kind of falls down, but he's right in front of you. He's looking at you viciously. And the other ones are quickly approaching. Roll, and by roll,
Daddy's gotta go play, boys.
Tell me what you guys.
I'm getting out of the car with knives, by the way.
Yeah, Ezekiel's turn first. You see 7 of them coming all up on. One is directly on top of the vehicle. The rest of them are approaching very quickly.
I guess the one that was on the roof next to Kenny. I'm gonna try to blast it through the roof.
Okay.
Or actually, if yeah.
Everyone in the car goes deaf.
That is an 8.
That seems like it would
that
work.
hits him hard. Yeah, that hits him good. Roll damage.
That is a 13.
You just... Kenny, what you see is like this thing just kind of swiped at your throat and missed and fell on the floor. What you just see is a boom! A spread of bullets just blows off his face right in front of you.
Can I roll sanity?
Yeah, roll sanity.
What the fuck? 19. Of course, now I get the low numbers.
Yeah, you don't lose any sanity as you see this failed child's face blown off in front of you. Now it is Gordon's turn.
All right, I'm gonna knife the closest one to the car.
Sure. You're gonna hop out.
I'm gonna knife the closest Brandon to the car. You knife Brandon B.
You knife Marshmallow.
If I can't have him, no one can.
Oh yeah, 31 out of 80.
Yeah, roll damage.
15. Yeah.
So, oh god, in a very, you probably see it, Ezekiel. You see him just carve up this kid's body and face, just ripping him apart.
Like an expert, like fillet, like I'm doing a fish at a
Chunks
restaurant.
of chloroform-smelling flesh just slowly just fall off the body as he just carves up this child.
What color is their blood, by the way?
It's a kind of a clearish green, a milky green.
Still not human, but still not white blood like they needed.
White, correct. And you have killed another moonchild. Kenny, it's your turn.
Alright, I have an idea. Now that I'm like free, I'm gonna duck back into the car, put the sun's roof back on, grab my laptop, connect it via Bluetooth to the car, and I'm gonna play the soundbite of what's her face yelling that got the kids to leave.
Good call. Okay, roll
Signet, I guess.
Signet.
Yeah. I got a 9.
Nice.
Yeah. The rest of the Brandons just stop. Failed Brandons just stop in their tracks.
Oh my god, I'm so happy that worked.
They're not. They're not moving, but.
Anybody want to help get the car pushed so we can start?
Yeah, sure. I can try to see what I can do. I'm not a mechanic, but
yeah, is this a manual or automatic?
Automatic.
Well, yeah. Push.
I actually do have mechanic and heavy machinery. I should probably do it. Hey, Zeke, come in here. Come into the car really quick.
Yeah.
Press this button if they move again.
I will do my best.
Yeah, that'll play the sound, and hopefully they'll just stay put. Okay. So I'm gonna sheepishly go out to the back of the car and take a look at just the damage in the back that's causing it to stay put.
You see, there's just heavy damage, and it looks like one of the tires is stuck actually in mud.
Okay, can I roll heavy machinery to try and get that fixed?
Can I try and push it out too?
Yeah, I think so. You would need to have strength and heavy machinery to get this working.
Yeah, I didn't pass.
I didn't pass
at
either.
all.
Everyone is garbage. You try to get this thing loose. It's not coming. You're making a little bit of noise. So you're kind of in front, trying to get the machinery working again, Kenny.
Yeah.
You hear you hear the thunder crack and see lightning flash. You hear a voice behind you. Where do you think you're going?
Ah! There you are! And I turn around. I'm sure it's Karana.
And you see a hiker. You see a kind of 20-year-old woman with long blonde hair and blue eyes that are kind of staring off a little bit in the distance.
Karana, is that you?
It's not part of the bargain we agreed upon.
No, we were trying to... Human shit, okay? We had to, take the Brandons out of the ranger station, and we had to convince them that it was okay, so we were just gonna drive down the, road a little bit and then hike to where you guys are.
Roll a persuade check.
It's technically the truth, so can I...
Yeah,
can I get advantage?
Yeah, you can get advantage. That is
I got 18. With advantage. If I didn't have advantage, I would have been fucked.
Well, you are here now, and I appreciate your efforts. We'll take the Brandon for your hands, and all will be well.
Sure. Gordon, why don't you grab Brandon?
What's going on? What do you need? I'm still trying to move a car. I didn't know you were talking to... I haven't heard any of this.
Gordon, why don't you come over here and get Brandon?
Hey. No! Who's this? Get out of the road! Unless you're here to help. Want to help push, woman?
It's Karada.
It's a lady.
It's Karada.
This is not what we had agreed upon. You, Slender Man, kind of walks over very gracefully to Ezekiel. You had spoken to me about bringing me Brandon. This one says you will give me a Brandon. The Brandon. I would appreciate our agreement being honored.
The Brandon. A Brandon.
No, exactly. So, so I will, look eyes, and can I use something to, try to communicate without, I'm gonna, gesture subtly to the blindfolded Brandon?
How?
To the guys.
So, punch him in the face. Oh, you mean to the guys, okay.
Yeah, but I want to do it subtly.
I mean, that's what I was kind of alluding to, too.
I roll probably, either you can roll it or they can roll human intelligence, kind of figure out what you're trying to do.
48.
You understand whatever he's trying to convey to you.
Yeah.
So I'll open the rear and I'll be, Brandon, now keep your blindfold on. This is the surprise we were talking about.
It's that X box?
Yes, you are going to find the X box. Now, go with this fine lady here as I kind of lead him out and, give her hand and be and she will take you to someplace safe.
Oh, okay, I'm looking forward to it. And he grabs the hand of the lady and she nods at you and escorts the Brandon. The rest of the Moon Children follow her.
How quickly?
Pretty. I mean, they're at a decent pace.
This is the part where we tell the other Brandon that the Xbox has no games.
Right. Well, now we need to get the fuck out of. Now we need to get the fuck out of here.
Hold on 1 second here, because they're gonna find out that's not the real Brandon, and this is all gonna happen again. And this is not removing the threat. This is not This is not happening. This is just we gave up a little boy that has feelings and feels things and lives life.
That little boy is not a real thing. You realize that is some kind of creature.
I turned to Ezekiel. You didn't strap like C4 to his back or anything when you put him over there, right? Shit.
I did not have sleight of hand.
Let's say that. But what's going to happen? What's going to happen when this happens again? We failed our mission. If all we do is leave.
What is going to happen again? They're going to starve to death?
No, they're not. When they starve, what they're going to do? They're all going to come out of hiding.
Yeah.
And that'll be it.
We still need to do something about this, but that was just a temporary fix for a problem we just had.
So, I'm sorry, so I suggest, perhaps it will come for us now. As we said before, we bring a trap. They will find out pretty quickly that that is not the real Brandon, and then they will come for us.
They seem to find us pretty fine, so if we can
if we want to make some kind of last stand,
dig a hole,
your own personal Alamo, then we are fine to do that.
Well, I mean, what do we do? We just...
I guess
we gotta hide this Brandon, yeah? We gotta put him somewhere.
We guess we stick to the original plan where we go to the devil's chair with this Brandon and we spring a trap. But I don't know.
We could always give this Brandon to those parents and have them drive away with him.
And when the ethereal creatures track him down,
and murder the entire town that he lives in, and also maybe he just murders his own parents because he has weird powers that they don't understand, and also he's kind of a monster in his own right, so he really shouldn't go back to his parents.
There's a lot of stuff here, but if we gotta locate the child, identify any unnatural forces.
I feel like we got those two,
and then make it look natural.
The make it look natural part, though, that doesn't fix that problem.
Nope. No, we got three dead Brandon children, or failed Brandons up here.
Oh, we got a lot more than that.
No real Brandons left.
If I lean back and look, is the corpse child still on the ground back there?
Oh yeah, it's gross. There's just a pile of milky green blood all around it. One on your roof, and then one on the floor. That one is just full of fillets that Gordon just cut up, and one just has a head missing.
I've eaten this.
I'm going to lean in very quietly because I don't want other Brandon to hear, who's in the car still, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Brandon. That Brandon in there is not natural either. Nothing survives 30 years without aging. He has psychic powers. He cannot be allowed to live within the public sphere unless we are able to revert him back to his original self.
I'm hoping that Delta Green can house him in some way, but there's no way he's going back to his own parents.
No, yeah. I wouldn't have left him there anyway. I just said they drive away.
Precisely. So if we think that we can, with our combined force, defeat these innumerable creatures, here, we try to do so.
Brandon, we got a couple questions, yeah? Mate? Alright, you can talk now. His other Brandon's
Good
gone.
memory.
Sorry, Marshmallow.
I forgot that we told him to do that.
Mr. Marshmallow.
The good news is you're the one true Brandon again.
You're the one true Marshmallow.
But we got a few problems here, mate. So first off, when they turn solid, how do you get them to turn solid so you can hurt them? You know how that happened?
No, I was angry and I wanted to leave, and that force came out like it did when I was in the Ranger Tower. I don't have a lot of control over it. It just happens sometimes.
That was going to be my second question. I was talking about how they turn solid. Like
I don't know. I hurt them. I don't know how exactly.
Do you know how many there were? Were there a lot?
He's gonna roll.
I can't count. Shit.
The most I think I saw was I don't think I saw any more than like 3 or 4 off the top of my head.
Oh.
I never saw more than 4.
So they're not a very numerous race then. There's not very many of them left. I mean, I guess that makes sense if they have to rely on like one clone kid, to to provide sustenance for their entire
Piece of
race.
shit. That's so funny.
Whoop. So if there's only so many of them, if there was a way that we can figure out how to make them shootable, we know how to make the failed Brandon stop.
Someone roll a persuasion check.
54 out of 70.
He thinks for a minute. I'm not sure, but I think maybe they're like me. I think maybe they become more physical when they get angry, feel emotion, kind of like I'm able to exert my power when I get angry.
So they exert power when they're angry, but that also makes them vulnerable, yeah?
Just like
so.
normal
I think
people. Oh, I'm really good at making things angry.
I think we can all handle that. We just gotta make sure we can do it and not die, yeah? So,
Do you think you could lead us back to where they live, Brandon?
I think so, yes.
I'll do one better, yeah. If you can lead us most of the way there, I say team, then we have this Brandon climb a tree or something, yeah?
Yeah.
Somewhere hidden.
Brandon, one more question about... Do you know if they only have one entrance to get into their home?
I don't know. Sometimes they left through the cave way. Sometimes they left other ways. I don't know.
Okay, so we can't just blow up the entrance we find because they probably have a different way out.
That'd be too easy.
They also, can move through things.
Oh, that's new.
Well, if you can't hit them, I mean, they become ethereal sometimes.
Yeah, I didn't think
Brandon.
that also translated to fucking ghosts, Brandon.
Brandon, this is going to seem like an uncouth question, but do you know how often they need to feed?
I provide them with the white blood. I mean, as often as I can. I think it's once a week or so.
A snake?
I'm just trying to think how long they would survive without the source of their food.
Yeah.
Sounds like they could go at least a week. I don't know
Have you
when
ever
was the
seen-
last time they fed, though.
Brandon, when was the last time that they fed? Do you know?
I think I escaped a couple, like a day and a half ago. So maybe 2 days before that, maybe 3 or 4 days.
Have you ever seen one that has not fed for more than a week?
I haven't, no.
So, Chums, like, my idea, or my 2 cents, is that we hide this Brandon, right? We once we get to the entrance, we call them out. We have some sort of game plan, and we aggravate them. We say, hey, all right, Brandon, don't take this the wrong way, Marshmallow. But we say, they'll realize it's a fake Brandon. We say we off this one, yeah. That we killed Brandon because we didn't want you to feed. We want to see you die. That's plenty enough to get you angry, and we have that one sample of the white blood here, and we say this is all that's left. Come and get it, and then try not to die, mates. I don't have a better plan of attack there, but
What happens if you guys you do die? I mean, I'm stuck in a tree. Won't they find me?
yep.
That's your problem.
That's it, mate. We got a little bit of risk here.
Just hope that doesn't happen, Brandon, okay?
Yep.
Perhaps we can split the difference. If those creatures go nowhere, if we can get this Brandon safely out of their clutches, perhaps even the closest town, like you said, stick him in a hotel, come back. I mean, we are not on a timetable here.
Well, we don't have a car anymore either.
Well, we can.
Oh, we can try. We can all try and push it out.
Perhaps we can use some ingenuity, like maybe grab like a branch and put it under the tire so it has traction. Now that we're not rushed.
Yeah, let's try and get it going.
Okay.
I'm risk averse.
You managed to position the branch enough to where you can kind of, with his trying to work the engine and kind of fix it a little bit, you managed to pop it out of where it was, and it's no longer stuck, and it seems to be working somewhat well.
Excellent. Well, perhaps we should start picking up some speed. And we can come back and deal with these creatures after we have Brandon out of their range.
Yeah, well, I actually don't start driving towards town. It was like they immediately found us when we started driving.
Okay.
So
Probably say we're watching us.
Yeah. So we shouldn't do that. We should just Brandon should just show us where the tunnel is that he escaped from.
Hey, Brandon, how long does it take to get there from here? You know?
I don't know where we are.
Do you have a map
yeah.
of the...
Oh, can I get my GPS?
I doubt this kid's ever seen a map, yeah?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, can I get my GPS and then I can kind of tell him where we are in conjunction to the Ranger Tower, and that might help him out?
He kind of looks at it all. I mean, I was... Tamika brought me back. I think I was like... I've been walking for about a couple hours before she found me.
Well, we can go back to where we found the first time we saw her. To that one field. The huckleberries. We could go there. And then maybe Brandon will know where he was going.
Okay. I think that's best.
If we want to proceed on... If we must figure out where they were coming from now, we can do that, but... That would put Brandon back into the...
I think he's more at risk if we try to leave with him, because they'll just come after us again.
Versus if we go towards the...
If they think that we're delivering him at that point, they might be fine with that.
Whatever you think is best.
I don't know.
I'm in between, you know? There's one hat that says get out of here. You know, like that, that if we leave, what are they going to do? Send more of those moon children, yeah? We can handle a couple of those.
Exactly.
That's
we put them on the move. They are the ones with the time crunch. They will starve to death if they do not have this Brandon.
Yeah, but, I mean, what's the advantage of going there? Really? Except that they're on their terrain.
Well, the problem with that is that if they don't get what they want, they will probably leave their underground dwellings, and then it's harder to make this seem like a mundane thing when this gets really blown out of proportion and there's monsters all over the place searching for this Brandon. So
yeah, that's true. You gotta think they're gonna come for us, though. Yeah, they're not gonna. We could go to them and they're gonna realize that's fake Brandon, like now. Probably, like, in the midst of this
thing. Like, we start the car up again, we start moving 5 feet, they send a bunch of moon children after us, we crash again, and it's...
Wait, let us get into...
They don't know that yet, though.
Yeah, let us get on the open road. We can have this conversation on the highway, and then...
I say we drive. Say we drive, because then, once they're here, we know that they found out, but otherwise we're going to stand here wondering when they're going to figure us out, so...
And there's nothing saying that we cannot double back, but let's get out of this muddy hellhole.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll start driving then. We'll start driving towards town.
Roll a drive check.
Oh my god. Can I help him in some way? Be like sitting up front and like pointing out shit?
Advantage is fine.
Oh, there's a pothole right there. It's
13.
Very good.
Pothole right there.
You drive for about 10 minutes and you're now leaving, you know, you're pretty far off of the road for the ranger station, and you hear, ring, ring, you hear the burner phone buzz.
This is gonna go great.
I'll answer it. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, so you guys leaving the area. You need to head back to town, back to base, or you heading somewhere else?
Oh, why don't we bring them back to base?
How far is base?
Not that. I mean, we could use the same tunnel we got here from.
Let me tell you what's going on here. All right, here's our game plan. Right now, we got their food source, their only food source for these crazy alien folk called Kianis. Yep. So we're taking away their food source and not fighting them on their own turf, so they'll come find us. We blow them to smithereens. What do you think, boss?
I think you want to kill them, that's fine. You want to starve them out, that's fine too. I can, but you want to get back to base? You want to go back to town? It's up to you boys, but I want to get back to base.
Let's go back to base, because we didn't want to bring Brandon to society anyway.
Right.
Yeah. There's a little bit explained over here, yeah. So we're gonna take him over to base, yeah.
All right, keep driving. The phone clicks.
Ooh,
you keep driving for a while, and after about 5 more minutes, you see a tunnel just leading downward.
Huh.
Wow. That's magic.
That's Delta Green.
Yeah. There we go.
Roll sanity check. Everyone dies. Mental breakdown.
No one's crazy. And you drive into the tunnel. It's dark, same kind of yellow lights lighting it. After driving for in a time that you can't really gauge, maybe a couple hours, maybe longer than that, you arrive back in the same garage that you came from.
Oh.
All right, I park the car. The car's like kind of smoking a little bit, and there's bullet holes in the ceiling. Job well done, I think.
I was just fucked up.
Brandon.
Yeah.
So Brandon, you're safe here. I hope. I'm just gonna leave it to Gordon. I'm gonna start walking towards the office.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can walk through stuff, so we gotta get a little move on here. Let the boss know. I don't know if these things can smell where he's at or something, but
Smell where he's. They operated a sense of smell. That was very clear in the first episode.
They're like tunneling through the base, like coming at us from all directions. Thousands of them. Yeah, let's take the boy in for processing and then figure out our next move.
All right, you guys enter through the garage and enter back into the hallways of Delta Green. As soon as you enter, you see before you the, kind of slicked white hair and white beard of your handler. Welcome back, boys. How's it been? You brought this boy child back. What's his story? What's your name, boy? Marshmallow? Now? What you boys do? What'd you boys do to this boy?
yeah. Well, that's his code name, yeah. So we got we got something going on over here. Got a little information for you. This is their food source. He sweats out this thing called white blood, yeah, and they eat off it, and they're pretty aggressive folk. So they they could be coming here right now.
Yes.
Followed you.
Well, we're not aware of if they're able to track the location of this Brandon. However, based off of the search inform, that would lead us to believe maybe that is not as accurate. But
yeah. I don't think they can actually find us.
I'll pull out the vial with the white blood. And like, they feed this boy here some kind of substance and produces this from his body. This is the only source of food, and they've been attempting to replicate that food source, but they've been so far unsuccessful.
He takes the vial from you and kind of shakes it. Well, it looks like... I mean, you know what it looks like.
I know what it looks like, sir.
Yeah, we get that, yeah.
But it doesn't come from his horn. It comes from his nose.
We call that marshmallow fluff, yeah?
Oh, God.
Puts it in his pocket. All right, well, let me take this boy. We'll take him down to R&D, H&R. We'll get him the little look over, and you boys can head back out if you want to fight this terrible, terrible menace. You want to stay here and hope for the best. You're welcome to.
Hope for the best. I'll lean in and I'll whisper from him, sir, this boy does have telekinetic powers. If he becomes agitated, he is a bit skittish about being touched.
Oh, don't worry. Be here at Delta Green. We got ways for skittish, and he pulls out a taser.
Oh, God.
I would not recommend an aggressive
help.
action, sir.
You're the professional.
I am. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yes,
so you want a lollipop, boy? Follow me. And he takes him arm in arm. And him and Marshmallow leave.
Just don't promise him an Xbox. That promise has been tainted.
Give him a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
That'll do.
One of those Nintendos.
Listen, it's down here in the base. We got about 4 Dreamcasts.
Oh, hell yeah.
We got
Do you have that game Seaman where you have the fish that talks to you?
I'll look into it. No, we got Phantasy Star, we got Wacky Racers, and we got Evolution.
I turn over to Ezekiel and I touch it and like I kind of elbow it. I'm just like, dude, they probably have a real Seaman here somewhere on the base.
That's Brandon number C.
Full of Seaman right here.
Brandon C is Seaman.
Brandon Seaman.